Welcome to this week's episode of the TVR Creators. In this week's episode, this is something a little bit different. I'm going to pick two videos that you're going to look at of two separate cameras, the Canon R100 and the Canon R50, two of my favourite cameras at the time of this video. Great cameras for both photography and video. We're going to see which one's better, and I just want to see if this is a little bit different. So please put in the comments below if you like this sort of thing, of, putting two videos together to see how they perform and just see what you think of them in general. I like the fact how both of them have two of my favourite tracks that I use when I edit. But I also want to say thank you so much for all your support on the time of this video. We're approaching almost 2,000 subscribers. I just want to say thank you so much, and to support everything we do here, don't forget to like and subscribe, and why not buy us a coffee, which supports everything we do here on the channel. I'm Dave from TVR Creators, and I make weekly content on the best cameras for content creators and beginners alike. If that sounds interesting to you, don't go any further, watch more of our content and action. In today's video, we're looking at the Canon R100, why you should check it out, why it's a great first photography camera, and why this camera could be your next camera to buy. If that sounds interesting to you, I'm Dave from TVR Creators, and I make weekly content on the best cameras for beginners and hobbyists. If that sounds interesting to you, just like and subscribe, and let's talk about the R100. Now, the Canon R100 really is the camera to check out at the time of this video. It's a great 24 megapixel camera, has a really nice sensor, interchangeable lenses, usually comes with the 18 to 45mm lens. The kit lens that comes with this camera is really nice for taking that first sort of video, nice bit of photography you want to take, and it really is a nice camera. It has an easy to record button, easy photo button, and it really is a camera to check out. It has lots of easy settings that you can go through and check out throughout the camera. And also what's really cool about this, you have the nice little viewfinder so you can see what photos you're taking, or you can use a nice screen on the back to see what photos and videos you're taking. My director at the moment, my little doggy, is telling me to improve my volume. Anyway, what's really nice about this, you can interchangeable lenses with this camera. You can play around the shutter speed and the ISO in manual mode. It has lots of different settings. It does record in HD and in 4K, which is really nice. You can do nice slow motion. You get that nice sort of, as you're seeing now, it has a very nice face tracker, which is really nice. And it has a similar lens to the R50 as well. The only main difference, it doesn't have a flip screen, but it does have a microphone jack, so you could film other people or other places very easily. I personally wouldn't say it was like a creator's camera because of this feature, but I'd definitely say if you want to take videos of family and friends or things like that, and you want a camera that's separate from your phone and feels professional, the Canon R100 could be the one to check out. And if you're getting value so far from this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and feel free to ask your questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. But this camera really is the camera to check out. I love the fact it has an easy record button. It just looks and feels more professional. And you could say, well, why don't I just use my phone? Well, you could, but there's something nice about having a camera that's separate from your phone, that feels professional, looks nice, and has all those extra features, and you're not getting binged by social media every 2 seconds while you're trying to take that really nice photo of wherever you are. Now, couple of little power tips. Definitely recommend a spare battery, definitely recommend a tripod. As I always say, a tripod is a creator's best friend. And one more thing about this camera, the price of this is like £300-400 or dollars, which is really good for a high range camera, because usually if you look at the R50 or things even more professional than that, you're looking at sort of 700-800, sometimes over 1,000. So that's something to bear in mind. And the photos and videos of this camera are really nice, very similar to what you're seeing now, which just proves how awesome and great deal the R100 really is. If you're getting value so far from this video, don't forget to buy us a coffee. Link to that and the camera in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and in a moment I'm going to leave you two end cards that are going to bring you even more value. Thank you so much. I'm Dave from TVR Creators. See you in the next video, and so are my doggy, because you guys rock. In today's video, I'm going to be looking how awesome the Canon R50 really is, and giving you a few things to think about when you're setting up your camera. If that sounds interesting to you, I'm Dave from TVR Creators. I make weekly content on the best cameras for creators or hobbyists alike. If that sounds interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's crack on with this awesome video. Now, the Canon R50 really is the camera to check out from Canon. This 24 megapixel mirrorless camera really is the one to check out. Now, if you want a camera that's awesome for photography, what I like about this is you can put it into auto mode and it will take multiple pictures at the same time, which makes this camera absolutely awesome. You can say, I could do that with my phone, but I'll tell you what, this does it really, really fast and it takes fantastic photos, all different settings that you might want. Now, if you're a content creator or someone who takes video, this camera really is the way forward. With the 18 to 45mm kit lens which comes with this camera, it really is a good place to start. Now, there are some of you out there that might go, what lens do I get next? Well, I would think about that down the road, but start off the kit lens because the 18mm will give a nice sort of fairly wide angle shot to begin with if you're filming, and you can zoom in a little bit. And for someone that uses a mirrorless camera most weeks, I very rarely zoom in past sort of like 24, just because I'm quite close to the camera anyway and I don't want the shot to be miles away. Now, what I also like about this, you can interchangeable lenses. Let's have a look at the beautiful sensor of the R50. There we go, look in all its glory. Lovely. It's easy to put on and off, as you can see. It clicks on. I love that satisfying click noise that the R50 makes. It has a really nice flip screen, which is really nice. You can play around with the shutter speed and the ISO. But what I love about these cameras, these have fantastic AI, so you could just put it in auto mode or video mode and it will do all the heavy lifting for you. And even when it's not the best light like it is today, you can just leave the camera on a minute and the sensor will self-adjust, giving you nice lighting. As you see, it's it's not sunny or anything today, it's very dull and horrible, but the camera actually auto-corrected itself, making the shot not too bad. So as you can see, it's going to be roughly as you see now. I'm actually using the M50, which is actually the older version, but the R50 will do this even better. You probably think, why don't I use it? Because I just love talking about this camera. And why I also like this, has a microphone jack, so you can attach a microphone to this. This is something you definitely want to think about. Now, you do have an internal microphone on the R50, which is perfectly fine for starting out or if you're filming indoors. But if you're filming outside, you want something a bit better, or you've got lots of noises going on, having an external microphone is really handy. Even a clip-on wireless microphone, a shotgun microphone, whatever microphone you want, it will improve the audio. Something to definitely think about. And these are the things to think about: the lens you've got, the camera, the body, the flip screen, so you can see what you're recording. Very handy. Make sure your little power tip is always look at the lens. They are the people that you're talking to. But you can play around with all different settings. The manual mode, you can play around the shutter speed, ISO, get that perfect shot in video or photography. Has all different sort of modes. Easy record mode, that sort of thing. You can attach a flash or a microphone on the top. It does have a nice little viewfinder, so you can see what sort of photos you're taking. But this camera really is nice. If you want something that's separate from your phone, feels professional, isn't getting binged by social media all the time, this really is the camera to check out. And what a little cooler feature, using Bluetooth, you can automatically send your footage to your phone. If you're someone that you want to upload your stuff straight to social, or you want to edit on your phone, that's something else you can do with this camera, and so much more. Now, the thing is to think about, if you're using this camera or any other camera, it's definitely spare battery. Make sure it's full. Little power tip: when you're not recording, just turn off the camera. You'll be surprised how long these batteries can last, especially if you're just doing a bit of video. But having a spare battery is a good idea. A tripod is always a creator's best friend. And I would just say, ultimately, play around with the camera. If you're getting value so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. And why not buy us a coffee, which supports everything I do here on the channel. Now, in a moment, I'm going to leave you 2 ink cards. I'm going to bring you even more value. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to ask your questions. And as always, I've got a little secret. You guys rock.